G's, 4 G's, yeah. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, let's go. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, look. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, yeah. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, let's go. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, look. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. We got Shot, Dot, Malcolm, Chris the King, plus the Doc. You know that's like 4 G's. Sports Mind. Real world, real problems, real news, real sports. We gon' let you know right here on 4 G's. 4 G's.
Oh my goodness. Welcome to another episode of 4G Sports. As always, hit the subscribe button, and as Doc says, hit that bell. All right, this episode of 4G Sports is brought to you by My Cozy Creations and Daphne Cozy. I got it on time this time, Daphne, so don't be mad. All right, here we go. I'm the OG.
I'm the king.
Hey, you know what it is? You got the Doc.
And as you can see, we have another guest this week, but this guest is real personal to me. This is one of my best friends, one of my brothers. I could go on talking about this guy forever, but I'm gonna let him introduce himself so we get started with the show. Steve, tell the people who you are, please, sir.
I am Steve Gilmore. I coach basketball for middle school girls basketball at McKean Christian Academy. Been this fool's friend and brother for the past 40 plus years now.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
Now. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's.
That's
here.
Hey, he's been through it with me, brother. When I say he's been through it with me, he's been through it with me.
Through it.
Yes, through it. We've been through the fire together.
Been friends longer than I've been alive. All right, go ahead. Moving along.
Boy, we can't even get started.
And away we go.
Got the baby in the house. All right. I see it.
Yeah. So let's just give him a little background, Steve, on all the teams that you like, far as basketball, football, and college.
Of course, as y'all can see, I'm a Lakers fan for sure. Right there with my brother. That's how we roll. 2020 champions, yes.
There we go.
Yes, there. Okay. And I'm a homer, so I also like my Dodgers. Now, this is where we have a problem at on the ball side. I'm a Raiders fan, so
Yeah.
Condolences, please.
Hey, I can't laugh.
I just look here. I just need y'all to give my family a little time for privacy on this, solemn occasion because we trash right now. But it's okay. And but aside from that, it's all. I'm a straight homer. I was born and raised in LA, so pretty much if it's an LA team, I'm rolling with them.
That's true.
I respect that, man. That's how I got stuck with all my Arizona teams. I can't even like anybody outside. We can't win Jack Diddley.
I have nothing to say about that. So, hey, let's get started.
Only place we disagree at between me and him is the college teams. I'm a UCLA fan. He a US fan. But
So
when it all comes down, if it's LA, it's LA. So
yeah. That's the only time we kind of don't speak to each other. Is during football week. When USC and UCLA plays, we kind of look at each other kind of funny for that 1 week, and then the winner gets to brag, and then it's over. So it's a fun situation. It's a fun situation. All right, gentlemen, what are we gonna talk about this week?
Hey, you know what? I do have something to talk about.
What's that?
Mr. Steve, especially having your team being the Raiders because you're a homer, and that move to Las Vegas, man. What does that do for you? Like, did it make you question switching your alliances? Give me a feel from a Raiders fan, but you're a homer.
Man,
How you work that out?
that has always been a hard thing. That has always been a hard thing because, when they immediately it's like, hey, we rolling with you. Then they move back up to Oakland. It's like, okay, but I was rolling with them, and then we didn't have anybody, so that I stayed with them. Now my only problem with them is, they kind of did the folk up in Oakland kind of dirty when they finally started getting some momentum.
Yep.
Yeah, we gonna be out. See y'all.
Yeah.
That just hurt my heart. That hurt my heart for them, not necessarily for me, because I'm like, hey, I'll roll with them when they went to Oakland. Why would I stop now? I'm not that bandwagon person. So, whoever I'm roll with, that's who I roll with. Period.
I respect that.
That's it.
Yeah. I'll vouch for that one. I'll vouch for that one. Him and my dad and a couple of my cousins, same way. As long as it's black and silver, no matter where they play, they're gonna cheer for them.
Raider Nation.
So,
Raider Nation. You know what, bro? Let me ask. Everybody laugh when I kind of say this, but I feel that right now, my Cowboys have become the Raiders of the NFC. And the reason I say that, we have an owner that think he knows everything about football and don't know jack. Raiders didn't start winning, unfortunately, until Al Davis passed. So people kind of laugh when I make that comparison. What do you think? I already know. Trust me. I already know he
here's the part. I'm in Dallas now, so I get to hear all the little mess that he's putting out, and I don't understand what he's trying to accomplish. I really don't at all. It's are you trying to build a winning team? Are you trying to minimize your ability? What are we trying to do? I don't know. Honestly, and they probably won't make, like you said, they probably make a change to getting to being a winning team again until he passes, unfortunately, because he has such a grip on the team.
Yeah.
Trying to be the owner and the general manager. Just bring in the general manager, get out of the situation. That's what he should do. But
So OG,
he played football at Arkansas. He know everything.
Yeah. Right. OG, do you feel like, because I assume whenever he moves on to that next dimension, his son, like Al Davis's son, will take over. Do you know if he has enough sense to actually hire a GM and empower that GM?
Yes.
Or will he will? Okay.
Yes. I think Steven is a little bit more in touch and in tune to what he needs. He knows he's getting lucky with these draft picks. A couple. So after a while, you have to just say, when we were winning, who was doing the drafting? The coach. The coach built the team on how he wanted that team.
Mm-hmm.
A GM can only take the input of the coach, but if you have a coach that's empowered, that can either A, give you more of an input, or B, has the power to pick the players he wants, that's how you build a winning franchise, to me. Because Jimmy Johnson built it from the inside out.
Yeah.
The offensive line, defensive line. No, I'm sorry. We started with the quarterback, the triplets, quarterback, wide receiver, and the running back. And then we built our lines accordingly. But we did not really establish ourselves until that historic trade with Herschel Walker. Now, would it take trading Ezekiel or a couple of other players to get that kind of return? It might. Would Jerry Jones do it? No. Would Stephen Jones do it? Maybe.
Would Zeke even pull that kind of return? What do you think? Do you think Zeke pulls that?
No.
Not a Herschel Walker. You wouldn't get a Herschel Walker haul for Zeke.
No.
I
think right now, I think Zeke could probably, at the most, get you mid-second or top third.
That's fair. You're right.
He got paid. His production
went down. Yep.
Right. So that's the way I look at it. Kane, what you too quiet over there? What's wrong?
Can we stop talking about Dallas? Damn.
All right, let's talk about your Browns. They're in the playoffs.
Let's talk about the Browns.
I have a question for Steve. Being that the Lakers won the NBA championship, do you think Magic Johnson was deserving of a ring, being that he quit?
Wow.
No. Straight up and down? No. He wasn't there and of it. He was no, absolutely not. Especially because you quit. You like, I'm out. And the way that he quit, it wasn't like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna let y'all handle this. I'm leaving next Friday. No, he just up and left. Picked up his ball, ran out the court. Bruh, no, that was trash. That was trash on his part. I'm
OG didn't like that question. That hit hard. That hit hard, didn't it?
But it's the truth. It's the truth.
Real talk. I'm always gonna hit you with the real, and that's just wrong.
Yeah.
You know, he is an icon of the Lakers, and he was asked to be there to help and get them on the right track. And because he didn't like something or whatever, I don't know what it was that occurred, but whatever it was, he just up and left. Bruh,
I think him and Pelinka butted heads. I don't think he and Pelinka got along.
Yeah, that's true.
But you still don't roll out like that though.
No, yeah, I
100% roll out like that.
You just don't quit.
Mm-hmm.
You don't quit. But that's kind of on the same lines as Boogie. Boogie got a ring. Boogie gets a ring.
But he was on the team though.
But he got hurt.
Never played.
Okay.
But he was on.
Okay, with that being said, okay.
And they quit. You know, they cut him.
Hold on. But in addition to that question, does Avery Bradley deserve a ring because he opted out because of COVID-19?
Yes. I'm going to say yes. Because he opted out for a health reason. That wasn't, I'm not trying to roll with y'all. I don't know what this thing is doing. I got family I got concerned about. I can't with y'all.
Facts.
That's not, I don't LeBron not giving me the ball or something like that, whatever, and then saying, yeah, y'all can just now. I don't want to be here with y'all. He didn't do that. This whole COVID thing is been ridiculously crazy. And the fact that they played, to me, is just amazing that they managed to do it. And to do it for the NBA to do it in such a way that they actually the model for all professional sports of how you could get through this in such a short time that they turned this around, got up and playing, and managed to pretty much nobody got sick while they were there.
That's true.
I mean, yeah,
that's true.
Yes, Avery should get there because without him, the regular season, they might have been where they were in the position that they were. So,
and since you brought that up, the NCAA tournament will be in Indianapolis this year. They're kind of adopting that same bubble atmosphere. They're saying all tournament games will be in not in one location, but in one city.
Right.
Doc, King, I see what you're saying, but do you feel that this could somehow be another model? Say this goes on for a minute, that college basketball has a way to perform. Do you agree with the bubble for college basketball? In other words,
For college basketball, no,
Yeah.
I very honestly, I don't feel like they should be playing at all.
Okay.
Professionals get paid. They got $1 million contracts. They get paid. These are not getting paid.
That's true.
They're getting an education. Wonderful. Thank you for the education. That's all they're getting.
He said thank you for that.
We currently don't know. We don't know how this virus is going to affect people long term. Okay,
True.
so
True.
they're putting themselves out there and potentially catching it or even getting form of it, even if it's the version where they get it and they're just carriers. We don't know what's going to happen to those kids later on. Okay, who's going to take care of that? The NCAA ain't going. Oh well, while you were playing that year we're going to take care of you. That's not going to happen.
No.
So I honestly don't think they should be playing. Personally, but
Okay.
hey.
Last episode, we talked to King, and King said in Phoenix, they have canceled all winter sports. How was it out there in Dallas as far as, are they letting these kids play in high school, or are they considering cutting your off season as well?
Well, we are playing. We are playing because my kids we've been playing some games. A few of our games have gotten canceled. Because maybe just somebody on the other team may have gotten something, and they have to cancel games. So we're playing. The high school teams are playing with minimum amount of parents in the stands, and if there are in the stands, they have to social distance, of course. I was a little torn about even coming out and coaching because of my situation. So,
yeah.
But by the same token, I committed to doing it, and I wanted to keep my commitment because I know they wouldn't be able to find somebody else in a short amount of time.
Okay.
So, but yeah, we're still playing. We're still playing.
Wow. That's
Well,
amazing. That's amazing.
In Texas, man, they're not shutting down nothing for nothing.
Not for sports.
What?
Not for sports, no.
man. Nope.
Look here. When I tell you, you wouldn't know for the first 5 months of the pandemic that there was something going on. Not in Texas. Everything was open and fine, and we're going.
That sounds like in Atlanta. Because everything around us was shut down on the weekends. We had strippers coming from Miami, Memphis, Charlotte to come to Atlanta for the weekend to make their money. Strip clubs never shut down in Atlanta. Ask Lou Williams.
Yeah. For sure.
And so it's like, I understand what Steve is saying, because in the middle of everything going on, bars were open. Strip clubs, of course, were open. Nothing shut down. Even when we supposed to have a curfew, everything was wide open.
Crazy.
So it's like, and when they're talking about the second surge and all of this, Atlanta is in the top numbers like everybody else, but they have not shut nothing down. Atlanta's not losing no more money. Atlanta said, we lost the tournament. We lost too much on sports. We making our money off our strip clubs. And that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't get it.
I don't know how it works.
Hey, I heard in Houston they had drive-through strip clubs. You got 2 dances and you drive out.
What?
Hey,
Oh,
I
my
lied to you not. You pay
Oh, my
$20 a
God.
car.
Hey,
You pull in. There's 2 stages on each side of the car. They dance for 2 songs, and they make you pull out for the next set of cars to come in.
hey.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I don't need to dance that bad. I really don't.
I tell you what, man. That's the land of DJ Screw. It don't surprise me, man. They're getting it, man. They're getting it out there.
Wow.
I said if I was,
Oh my God.
it's kind of ingenious because if you got people dumb enough to pay that money to see somebody dancing outside their cars,
Hey.
I can't be mad at them. If you come,
That's what
I'm gonna
I'm
give it to you. Supply them, I'm gonna give it to you.
Get your paper.
Get your paper.
Oh no.
Wow.
Ain't getting it from me, but hey, if you can get your paper, like Doc said, show enough. Go ahead and get your paper.
Go
There
get
you
your
go.
paper.
Man.
They was getting it, boy.
I'm not even gonna hate on it.
Wow. Wow.
All right. So my 2 basketball coaches, Steve and King. Both of you guys are kind of coaching what, first-time players that's never really played ball before?
Ooh, yes, sir.
Somewhat.
Okay. King, you got boys?
Yes, all boys.
And Steve got girls. So can you guys kind of I mean, I know it's apples and oranges because it's a different, I mean, it's the same game, but they always want to say, you know, girls are not as athletic as boys, but
Yes, they are.
hey, you taking it from a guy that got beat by Cheryl Miller, so I will never disconnect that. How do you coach that? Because I know that's a lot of patience. That's a lot of patience. I'm gonna let y'all take that because I just want to put it out there. Whoever wants to go first.
Hennessy and therapy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
You know, for me personally, I had a few kids that played club ball, AAU ball, and I had a lot of newbies. The issue that you have is the guys that are somewhat experienced not getting frustrated with the newbies, and to be on the same, try to get the newbies up to speed to where they can possibly be or where they should be. That can be frustrating as a coach, trying to separate the two. I had a lot of newbies. I had a few club kids, and I had a lot of inexperienced kids. But the good thing that I had was I had a lot of kids that wanted to learn, and there were some kids that probably shouldn't have made the team, but I had them make the team for 2 reasons. One was they had good work ethic, great attitudes, and their grades were wonderful. I'd rather have a mediocre kid with good grades than a stud that won't be eligible. You know what I'm saying? So, so I had one kid, I won't say his name, but he was just a hustler. He was like the Dennis Rodman. He couldn't shoot to save his life. But if you want a rebound or a loose ball, he will go get it by any means necessary. You know, and he was always by my side. He was a sponge. I saw him improving. But the good thing, like my boys were, they all bought in quick. You know, because I'm the new guy on the block, and they knew that, you know, I have a zero tolerance for mouth. I have a zero tolerance for, I need consistent eye contact. If you have a question, concern, or comment, please email, text. They all have my phone number. We beat JV in a scrimmage. You know, freshmen shouldn't beat JV in a scrimmage. And Doc, you know, that diamond press was killing them.
I was gonna ask if you were running our defense, man.
They couldn't figure out the amoeba defense, man. And even the varsity coach was like, "Whoa, like what is that?" I said, "Yeah, you know, I mean." So they actually videotaped it, and it's on Peoria's Huddle account. The freshmen are actually running the diamond press to a T. I mean, they still have some small holes in it, but But when we scrimmaged, I didn't see many holes that day. And we beat them by 14. So I was ready for the freshman, man.
Oh my!
You know,
That's what it is.
Them JV guys were pretty upset. I had one kid, man, that he could shoot the lights out, man. He just shoots. And if he shot 33s in a game, he probably would make at least 20. Guaranteed. This kid is lights out. Not very tall, but his fiery spirit, man, and he showed me some. I was like, wow. I mean, if he grows a little bit, he's gonna be dangerous. But it's just meshing the two, man. That's probably the main thing is meshing the inexperience with the experience and keep them all engaged. And grades is huge because a lot of these guys that have IEPs are taking classes from home, and they need that one-on-one. I had, like I said, one of my studs on the team. He struggles with math, so what I did is I found him a math tutor on campus. So before practice, we have a later practice than varsity and JV. He is to go in the gym to the side with the math tutor for an hour before our practice starts, and it's mandatory.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
Steve, how do you deal with it?
Sir.
How do you deal with the inexperience?
Well, as I said, it's McKinney Christian Academy, so it's a whole lot of prayer coming on my side. I can't do the hen. So, aside from other reasons, but yeah, it's a lot of prayer on my side. And for me, the way the school is structured, we have the girls are from 6th grade up to 8th grade, and we just basically send them out based on skill level. It's not grade level, skill level. Okay, so I have 6th graders, I have 7th graders. I only have 6th and 7th graders. This year we made sure all the 8th graders in our 8. And it's difficult, especially because I coach now, like 6 years of coaching continuously now, and where I'm finding my difficulty in is some of the girls came out and had never, ever played organized basketball. We don't know the rules. We don't know. You mean what? That court, coach. Okay.
Right.
Coach, what's 3 seconds, coach? I'm like, oh, geez. I'm dealing with that. I'm bottom. I know nothing, and trying to get them up to speed to play teams. This year has been difficult. It has been a little kind of taxing. Last year, I was able to get them to figure it really quickly. This year hasn't been as quick to understand what they need to do. Primarily, especially with kids at that age and that level of experience. The main thing I try and focus on is teaching them fundamentals, teaching them what they're supposed to do, and trying to instill some confidence and not be afraid of making mistakes. Because that is like the biggest thing that they are always like, I want to do what you want me to do, coach, and I don't want to make a mistake. Everybody's gonna be mad at me. I'm like, look, and I pretty much say this every practice. You are going to make mistakes. You are supposed to make mistakes, and it's okay if you make mistakes. All I want you to do is own up to your mistakes, or even not even own up to your mistakes. Tell me why you did the thing that you did. Because I'm going to give you that opportunity. It's like, I'm going to ask you, what was that? Why did you do that? And you tell me, verbally, come put those words together and say, this is why I saw, coach. You can explain to me. I can understand what their thinking is, and I can adjust it. It's when they don't verbalize and they can't talk or walk, you like, I don't know. That's where we have a problem. So it's tough, but I enjoy getting to understand the game of basketball, especially when, like you said, when you got one that just wants to, just like picking up everything that you're giving them. and they're taking it in. It's like, all right, now I understand. Because when that light flicks of, I get it. Now I understand what they're telling. Boy, that is, as a coach, that is like the best feeling in the world. Because you start to see them do it. It's like, okay, yes, that's it. You know, we were scrimmaging today with the upper group, and my players throughout all the practice that day, I'm asking questions and she's on it, and I'm asking like open-ended questions. What are you doing this? And she's like, oh well, no, see, you're supposed to do this and this. And we're talking about our offense and how we're supposed to move in it. She's picking it up and she's giving it right. I'm like, okay, see, now I got a basketball player right now. We got one, at least one. I got at least one that's about to do it, you know. And it's just cool, man. It's so cool to have just picking it up and understanding what I'm trying to get them to understand and learn, man. It's really cool.
That's good. Now, a little background. When we used to play pickup ball a lot, I mean, every day. Every day.
Oh, God. No. See, y'all looking like, what? No, trust me, when he says every day, we're talking, okay, we out of school. Got your homework done? I feel like hearing mom me about you and your homework. All right, let's go. And we there for like 4 or 5 hours till it's dark and we can't play no more.
The street lights came on. So it's me, this Steve, and the other partner, Marcus. You know, there's always that one person on every team that stresses defense and talks, no matter what. Mm-hmm. That's that guy right there. Steve, we can be winning, losing, tied. Steve will look at me. Hey, I need you to move 2 steps to the left. He's not going to go nowhere but to the left. Trust me. I need you to do this, this, and this. So from that point, even as we were growing up, I knew if it was not him playing, he was going to have to be a coach. He is so, when I say detail oriented, even in pickup basketball games, it was unreal. We had a coach and no one else knew we had a coach on our team. So for him to be coaching and talking like that, it makes me feel proud, not only to say I know him, but to know that is something that he is very good at doing. No matter what the situation is, he can break it down for you to understand. He's not going to get upset with you. Well, let me take that back. He gets upset with me and my other partner a lot because we just don't listen. I'm going to tell you that right now. And he's going to say it.
That, all that.
Record that.
Ain't nothing changed.
But, that's why stuff like this and Doc and Chris, I understand you guys have been doing it, but for Steve, I'm real proud of him because that is something in my gut, I knew that was something that he was going to do or he should do because he has that temperament and he understands the game. He understands the game like I understand it, but I can't coach. I can't give you X and O's. I can just say, hey, this dude can't go left, that dude can't go right, and he can't shoot.
But
I can
you know
stop, but I cannot draw no plays.
I guarantee you, if you're around the game long enough, you can coach.
Oh yeah.
I don't have the patience. I was
about to say that's his problem. It's not the coaching, it's the patience. Y'all not doing what I told you. What are you doing? Y'all not doing what I told you to do.
Oh my God.
I just don't have that. Yeah, I just be like this. All right, y'all go out there and just run around. Because at this point, y'all want to do what y'all want to do. Do it for the next 5 minutes. See how much points you score.
Look, he ain't even coaching. He already gave up on him.
Take his ring from him. Take his ring.
But let's get serious for a hot second. He knows this is a very tough. He'll always say, "Bro, don't Don't stress. Don't worry about me. I'm good. But this is a tough subject for me to talk about. So I'm gonna let y'all continue this. But bruh, you know I love you, and if I could have done something, you know, y'all can go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well,
Steve,
Go ahead.
how are you doing now?
Go ahead, Steve. Go.
How are you doing?
all right. Well, I'm good. I actually had a treatment today, so I'm a little tired. That never stops me. I have treatments throughout the week and have to go coach and suck it up, get up and go. To deal with renal failure, for me, it was all about a mindset. Started when I found out that this occurred to me when I was 16. So at 16, I'm having to figure out, what my life is going to be like down the road, and trying to be, as adult about it as possible, trying to ask all the right questions of, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to take care of it, and extend my kidney function as long as possible, and things of that nature. But it as my brother said, I times for my family and everybody else, I'm like, hey, as long as I'm upright, walking around, we good. Don't stress. Okay. I will give you your cue when we need to stress. And it ain't right now. But in doing that, a lot of times I think I kind of throw some people off by thinking, well, it's not a big deal. And it really is, because it's having to go through these treatments 3 times a week for 4 hours, 4.5 hours a day, or per treatment. It's the worst part-time job you can have in your life that you can't for. And I literally cannot get off of it. There's no vacation time from this. Whenever we're talking about going on vacation as a family, I have to think about, okay, y'all planning this 3 months in advance, right? Okay. Because I need at least a month to try and set up where I can go and have treatment. My brother on his birthday, they were supposed to go on a cruise for his 50th. And I'm like, bro, I love to go, but I can't, because unless it's a dialysis cruise, I can't go, and that's the part that just kind of that just drives me nuts, and just kills me, because I can't freely do the things that I want to do with my life. I have to always be aware of, where can I get treatment at, because like I said, can't take a vacation on it, because if I were to not do that for a week, I could potentially die. And then I'm not being hyperbolic on it. I very much, if I didn't have my treatments in a week, I could potentially die. So I always look at this as a job in itself. My job is to maintain my health. And part of maintaining my health is going and getting treatments done. But besides from that, if not for this, I'm a healthy person. You know what I mean? Yep. And if anybody sees me out, there's nothing about me that tells you that I have this problem.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a tough balance.
And it's funny when some of the parents find out. Yeah, it is. I mean, because before I started coaching, I had my dialysis treatments for 7, 8 years. I was doing dialysis and working a full-time job. and that's 4.5 hours of treatment, 8-9 hours work, and then trying to commute back home. We're talking upwards of 14, 15 hours a day. This is when my kids were like 2 and 4. So for all that time, I'm not seeing my babies, because I'd come home and, oh, they in bed. Okay. And now I'm up and out the house before they get up to go to school.
Mhm.
And the only time they got to see me was on the weekend. It was rough, man. It was rough. And
Sucks.
the joy, because me getting into coaching was because I got laid off of my job and my daughter was playing basketball. And I'm sitting there because I had time to sit there and watch her practices. And I'm like, hey, I'm seeing the coach. He's trying to do 2 groups. And this group is over here doing with him. And this group is over there. And they're like not doing anything. I'm like, okay, well, right, you need some help, Or I practice, I'm like, well, you might want to tell them about this and this and this and that. Like, oh, well, want to come out and come help me out? I'm like, sure, why not? And I mean, that's essentially how I fell into coaching. First, I'm helping out during practices. Then it was like, hey, well, why don't you help out this time? Why don't you come in and sit on the bench? I'm probably gonna need some help. And it just progressed from there,
Well, I can
And
relate to
having
that. That's how King got me in.
Okay. And in having this, it's like for the past 6 years, I mean, he hired me as a coach, and it's coaching, so a lot of money in it. But I got that time to spend with my daughter and my son, to really get to see them and spend time with them for 6 years. I literally coached my daughter for 5 years, from like 7th grade all the way up into high school to her senior year. That was I couldn't ask for anything more than that.
Yeah.
So the Lord has plans for us, and sometimes you won't understand where He's putting us and how He's using us. But I know that I have been able to touch a bunch of kids and getting them to find confidence within themselves, because I always, in my coaching, I'm always, this is about you and what you do outside of this. If you can find confidence here, you will find confidence in other things that you want to do that you are not sure that you can accomplish. Because remember that layup you couldn't do, you got it. Why? Because you worked at it. You found the confidence to take that shot. You found it to do it in a game. Man, like I said, those moments that find that spark of, I can do this thing that I didn't feel like I could ever do before. It's the coolest thing in the world, man. Coolest thing in the world.
100%.
And I love it. So, I may have this affliction, but it's not. It put me where I need to be at. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Well, people always ask, who are your heroes in your life? It's only 2. My dad and that brother right there.
I appreciate that, man.
No, you know that, boy, because you've talked me off ledges that had nothing to do with you, that had to do with you. And just like right now, just listening to you, bruh, if I didn't know, you see what I'm saying? I take my hat off to you, bro. I take my hat off to you every single day. Every single day. All right, King, give him let's get back to something happy.
Hit him with it.
Hit him with it, King. Hit it. But look, before you even ask the question, you already know where the answer's going. But go ahead.
That's why I'm going to flip it.
Okay.
I'm going to flip it. All right, Steve. Usually we ask coaches, basketball players, Kobe, and LeBron. We're not even going to ask you that question. I'm gonna ask you a different question, but you can't answer that question though.
All right.
Kobe and LeBron first. The second question is, which Kobe was better, number 8 or number 24?
Oh,
Okay.
man,
Okay.
King, you are harder than you look.
I'm gonna sit back. Good one, King.
I know.
So Kobe or LeBron, huh? That's a tough one. And here's why I'm gonna tell you it's tough. Kobe was, without doubt, and we obviously know, a mad scorer, and wasn't necessarily, I'm gonna make those passes. LeBron came into the game. I'm getting everybody in this game. He came in facilitating. It's like, I can pass it off. Don't worry. I'm gonna get mine. Just trust. Relax. But y'all get y'all's right now. Go ahead. It's good. So, because of that, I'd have to kind of lean with LeBron over Kobe. Now,
Dang,
to
we're
your
not even
second
gonna be able to
question.
air this episode. I messed up.
He want me back. I love him to death, but he want me back.
Hey. You asked the question, I gave you the answer, baby. Come on now. You can't be mad at the answer.
Yes, you did.
You can't be mad at the answer. Now, to your second question, 8 versus 24. I have to go with 24. 8 was a little sad bastard. Excuse my language. 24 actually figured out he could actually play with a team. He thought, I do need a team to get this done. 8 was selfish, bro. 8 was so selfish.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I told you he's a straight shooter, Playboy.
Yeah.
He's a straight shooter, boy.
You know what's crazy is if we could have had the 24 version at the age of the 8 version with Shaq.
Ooh,
Oh
boy.
my
Boy.
man.
Let me tell you, we would have had at least 8.
Yeah, 100%.
I had no question we would have had at least 8.
Yeah.
And Shaq had not gone anywhere?
That's
Come
what
on,
I mean. Because I don't think with the 24 version he would have gone anywhere.
No.
Nope.
Because that was, as you said, there was a lot of maturity issues, and probably on both ends, really. And I think 24 would have been a little bit more tolerant of the things he didn't like when it came to Shaq, so they could win.
Why you know? Why you know?
You don't think so?
24 was about winning.
That's what I'm saying.
Shaq's problem wasn't the winning part. Shaq's problem was coming into the next season in shape, ready to go. That's why they had that friction.
Okay.
That's
a little bit.
And the 24 Kobe, he might have not said so much, but that still would have been a problem. Because you cannot, in his mind, you can't take the first half of the season to get in basketball shape. You should have been doing that already during the summer. So when it's time to run and go, it's time to go.
That's fair, because that's why he ran Dwight Howard out too. Basically the same reasons.
Who?
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, hey, before we get out of here, since King's team is the only one in the playoffs, do you have any predictions before we get out of here, King?
On my squad? Talking about me?
Yeah.
Y'all not playing this weekend?
No, we're not.
My bad.
Boy, wait till we get off of here.
We have a hard time against Pittsburgh. I want to see a competitive game. I hope that we don't have a coach. Our head coach is out, which is tough. but Pittsburgh always finds a way, man. They got weapons, bro, and
Yeah.
I think talent wise, we can't really match with them. If we have a miracle that happens, I'll take it. But I think Pittsburgh will probably get us. I didn't want them first round. Period. I'd rather have played like Buffalo or somebody. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if y'all want to play Buffalo.
Well, or
I
Tennessee.
really don't think-
We'll have we just can't beat Pittsburgh on a good day. We can't beat Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. Ben owns us.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
we'll see. Maybe Myles Garrett can go ahead and take his helmet off too.
Hey. Act out of we happen to be in the playoffs. That's all it is.
I understand.
I mean that must be nice in and of itself.
Right
I mean,
now.
Come on now.
It's been 15 years, bro.
Yes, man, come on. That's what I'm saying. Like, regardless, you in there.
Yeah, you have a chance.
Anything can happen, but I don't see us beating Pittsburgh. I don't see it happening. But I'll take it.
They made the movie. Any given Sunday, they made the movie about it.
Right.
That's right.
Right. Any team can win on a Sunday. Before we get out of here, gentlemen, we have to send condolences to the Tommy Lasorda family. Tommy Lasorda, as a not really a full baseball fan, Tommy Lasorda made me fall in love with the Dodgers. I'm just keep it real. His style, the way he acted, the way he talked, and growing up in LA, we saw him every day. So let's keep that family in prayers. And also, do you guys remember the interview with Miles Fields from the Navy?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In case you don't know, he has officially entered the NFL draft.
Oh, yeah.
So, we wish that brother the best of luck. We know you are committed to the service, but Miles, our prayers are with you. And of course, we would like to get in contact with you, through the process, just to see how that goes and to just keep a tabs on you, my brother. Does anybody have anything else? No?
No.
All right, Doc, close us out, sir.
All right, then. Closing us out. First and foremost, I want to thank you, Mr. Steve Gilmore. It's been a pleasure to have you on. Any family of OG's family to me. So, hope to see you back again. Good luck with your basketball season for sure. All the contact information and the story for Mr. Gilmore will be, part of the show link. So y'all go check it out. Again, we want to thank you all for subscribing and supporting us. As we say, we want to get them views up. Go ahead and share. Tell your friends to share. Let them know to get on there. Subscribe. Don't just subscribe, though. What do I say? Y'all know what it is. Hit that bell. That way you know when we're going live. You can catch the premieres. You'll get your little shout on your phone to let you know, and you can watch it right away. And, we watch it with you, so we try to interact with you if you have questions and everything like that. Again, this episode of 4G Sports was brought to you by Daphne Creations, Miss Daphne Cozy.
There we go. Steve, I know you got
yeah,
out, my brother.
What's that? I'm sorry, I missed you. What did you say?
I was you got any shout outs? Who do you want to shout out and send love to out there?
I'm just sending out love to my brothers and my two new brothers. Appreciate y'all for having me here. Hey,
always.
And y'all just keep balling out there, y'all.
All right.
No doubt. Hey, I want to send some love real quick. Actually, I want to interrupt you real quick, OG, because the Lasorda family, we know, prayers to them, but also the Westfall family. I know a few episodes back we talked about how Mr. Paul Westfall had got that brain tumor, and unfortunately he did pass. He did succumb to that, and he especially the basketball world knows what Paul Westfall meant, but specifically out here in Phoenix and the Suns, so love and support and prayers to that family.
Yes, sir.
Oh, excuse me.
Ooh.
I want to give a shout out to all the people in the healthcare field. I know you guys are busy. I know you guys are tired. But just know that we greatly appreciate all the things that you guys do for everyone that needs you guys' assistance. Man, I mean, I could not imagine being in that field like that. I know it's probably we're in troubled times. Just a major shout out to those guys, man, and mad props to them.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give a shout out to my brother, of course, and anyone that feels that you are matched, not only just for my brother Steven, but for anybody. I would suggest please become a donor. Go get checked. See what you can do. It's not just about your life. You can save another life, and you can become permanent friends, family members with someone you never thought you could. So just make sure that's something that you try to do. And if you like, you can follow us, comment, anything you want on all our social media platforms. You know what it is, 4G Sports with the Z. And as always, thank you for watching, and we'll definitely see you next week. G's, we out.